Good morning, students. There has been a lot of confusion regarding the occurrence of spring tides and neap tides. In today's video, which is an animated video, I am going to explain about how neap tides and spring tides occur and also the position of the sun, moon and the earth. Since there were a lot of queries regarding when is the full moon and when is the new moon, that will also be answered in the animated video. So let us begin. Now here we can see the moon, the earth and the sun. They are at a right angle. When the three of them are in this position, the earth experiences a neap tide. A neap tide is a tide which is lower than the usual low tide, and it occurs twice a month. When does it occur? In this position, that is when the moon, the earth and the sun, they are at right angles. And we also call it the first quarter. You can see in the corner of the map how the moon is showing the first quarter. That is, half of the moon is visible. Now, as the moon begins to move to its new position, that is the next position, that is, it is waxing, that is, it is becoming bigger. And as it begins to become bigger, the tides, you can see, is also moving along with it. And it comes to a position when it is full moon. That is, when the moon, the earth and the sun, they are at a straight line. Now here, in this position, the earth experiences the spring tides. Now, what are spring tides? They are tides which are higher than usual. So, spring tides also occur twice a month. When it is full moon, and when it is full moon, when the sun's light is falling on the disk of the moon, which is visible on the earth. Now during this time, you can see the moon, the earth and the sun, they are at straight line. So the maximum gravitational pull occurs, and that is why we experience, that is the earth experiences the highest tides, higher than usual, which we call as spring tides. Now after this, the moon again begins to move and it begins to wane. That is, after full moon, it begins to become smaller and it reaches a position where the sun, moon and the earth are again at right angle. So here we can see that the moon, the earth and the sun, they are again at right angle. So during this time, again we have a neap tide. So this neap tide is again usually lesser than the usual low tide. So we have two neap tides, that is one in the first quarter and another in the third quarter. That means two neap tides a month. Now after this position, the moon again begins to revolve and a time comes when we cannot see the moon at all. Now this position or the waning of the moon begins to take place and it reaches a position when we cannot see the moon at all. So you can see the new moon. You can see in the corner, nothing is visible. Why nothing is visible? Because the sun's light is falling on the disk of the moon, which is not visible to the earth. Only this part which is reflecting is towards the earth, while the one which is lighted is actually towards the sun. So we call this position as the new moon. Now again you can see the earth, the moon and the sun, they are in a straight line. That means the maximum gravitational pull occurs. So again we have a spring tide, that is a tide which is higher than usual. So you have understood how there are two neap tides in a month, that is in the first quarter of the moon and the third quarter of the moon, and two spring tides, that is on a full moon and on a new moon. I hope the concept is clear now, and if you have still any doubt or query, please write to me in the comment section below. If you have gained knowledge from this video, do subscribe to the channel. Thank you.